Hello everybody, today from Dynamics Communities 2023 Charlotte, we are inviting you for a quick case study. Amy May, the Senior Business Analyst from Leatherman, and our representative, Rafał Nojsiewski, will have a great case study about the multi-tools they have very in common with executive automats.
Hello everyone, today with us we have Amy. She is from Leatherman, and as the Leatherman is already using the executive automats, we are happy to see her and share a bit of story how you have started the journey with our tool and what was the most beneficial things which you have received it at.
Yeah, at Leatherman we have a pretty small IT team, and we moved to Dynamics in the cloud, and we receive their releases whether we want them or not. So we had to come up with a way to automate some of our testing so that users weren't overly burdened every couple months. And we decided to go with your product.
Okay.
And it's been great.
Okay.
So we've been using it for about a year. And I would say that it helps me stage the test environments, set up our ISVs in an automatic way, and then enables me to stage like sales order data and production orders and things like that, so that when our testers do go in during our UAT period, they have all the things they need to quickly test, and they're not, working through the challenges of bad data, which has been really helpful. So I would say that my part in it, at least, I've gone from a 3-week long process to maybe 2 days of setup.
So this is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's huge.
It's been really great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how your SMEs how they reacted on the test automation tool? Because sometimes they are a little bit afraid that they need to learn something more, and
we've had, I think that it's true. Initially when we first got it, I thought we'd get everyone in the system doing it. We had a few people try it, and it was not difficult, but once they built those scripts, then I just maintained them.
Okay.
So it wasn't something that
was somehow
that we have to do all the time. Yeah.
Okay,
so it was, a minimal
amount of time
effort.
and effort.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically they're happy that they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
And I think the other thing that's really nice is that it's not limited to Dynamics.
Yeah,
we can leverage it with our ecom website and do automated testing there too.
So basically end-to-end testing scenario is not like now a possibility, and you can check everything what you want to do.
It's been pretty great.
Amazing. So I think the last question, so how do you feel this Azure DevOps integration? It helps you a lot?
I don't actually know. Like, when you think, are you talking about just
the exporting the work items and to speed up the whole process by executing the test scripts via pipelines, for example? Are you using this or
we are not using that?
Okay,
no.
So it's something which you can probably use in the future, because it's not like all of the customers are using that, but still sometimes it's leverage the whole process and make it just like easier to maintain.
I feel like I should tell my developers.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so Amy, maybe you share a bit what was your major, I would say, challenges with the releases of the Microsoft, as upcoming updates, one version approach, etc.
Yeah, I think, the biggest challenge is always having the right kind of test data. For instance, because we have our payment services as Adyen, when we connect to them or try to process an order in UAT, it doesn't work because the tokens are for the wrong environment. So I have to have real fake order data in order for us to end-to-end test. Like our ecom web orders get imported, we have that stuff and then process, or we build the sales order from scratch within the system. So it's really helped in that way, because we can't use the data that we refresh from production in that case.
Okay.
So
basically you have used the executive automats to refresh the data.
To create
the new data.
Okay.
So you're preparing yourself. Okay, so in terms of the time which you have reserved before before you have the executive automats? What was the period to prepare the environments?
So it was like a user would have to manually go and create the sales order, add all of the things. Now I have an Excel template that I use that has existing customers and all of the delivery terms and the payment terms and things that need to be set up on that. We run the script in the loop.
In executive automats,
And I do that in the background, and I get a cup of coffee, and then in a little bit it's there, and it's lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. And if you will, put yourself and your team in a situation that they should do it manually, it will take days. So 10 to 15 minutes comparing to days.
Yeah. In terms of level of effort, because it runs in the background and I don't have to think about it. It's minutes.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for now, if you are using the tool for 1 year, so how many automated test scripts you already have in the executive automats?
How many I think we have about 178.
Do
I use all of them? No, because I've been refining them and making them better over time. But yeah.
So
each cycle it grows and grows. Yeah.
And if you will share us how much time, how much effort for your team was to build the first script after the delivery of the executive automats? It was like days, weeks?
When we got, we just kind of got a sandbox when we first were even just looking at purchasing it. I think I was able to get in as a non-developer, just a business analyst, just get in and figure it out and tinker with it. It took I spent half a day and managed to get 5 good test scripts, I would say. So it's not hard to use.
This is not very hard to use.
No, not at all.
Okay, cool, amazing. What I can maybe ask you more is that how you are using the documentation, I'll say this embedded functionality of the executive automats, because what we have seen so far with our customers that sometimes it's very beneficial, especially when someone is going on unpredicted sick leave and they try to find the most up-to-date process that the person which will be, I would say, substituting the person who just went to the sick leave. Are you using those documentation?
We are.
Okay.
One of the best case scenario we had for that is we're modernizing our manufacturing. So we're moving from lean Kanban to production orders, and with that was a great opportunity to document processes that people have never used before. So just in recording those test scripts, we get videos and we get a Microsoft Word document that we can
in place.
Yeah.
Amazing. What we have seen so far that in some extent our customers are thinking, as they with us for some several months and years, they think about to do the performance testing. Have you looked at this functionality of the executive automats already?
That's not something we've used yet. Yeah.
Okay. But because you don't have any issues right now with your environment.
Not at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Because Microsoft endorsed us as the only tool which has the capabilities of the performance testing on the dynamics. So that's why probably everyone is now looking on our site.
And that's certainly one of the, when we made the deciding factor to go with executive automats, that's why. That's one of the reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. If you from the higher level perspective, if you've seen under the implementation of the executive automats in your organization, how it went, it was easy or hard in terms from perspective of the time, how the people in your organization understood what they should do, because I know that it can be a bit of hard topic, especially when you are a huge organization and you have a small IT team who's responsible for the testing.
Well, because there are really only 3 or 4 users who are actively in there now, and originally when we set it up, I don't know, it's hard to explain. We have a few issues with the MFA,
multi-factor authentication,
interfering with our virtual user setup.
Okay.
I've you may have been on that call, or Jacob
Yeah, I
was.
have been on the call with that.
Where
Figure
I
this
just
out.
didn't know what to do because it wasn't working. But I did realize that our tokens just expire after like 2 days, and
Yeah,
so
it's something which
Yeah.
it's not said by Microsoft straight, but sometimes the tokens are expiring like 24 hours
Yeah.
or 48
so
hours.
based on our own security settings.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Based on our own security settings, it was a limitation that we were able to get over, a hurdle we were able to get over
Mm-hmm.
pretty easily just by re-authenticating the user.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the only like
Obstacle,
obstacle
challenge. Okay.
at rolling this out. And because we are a small team, we get to do this iteratively. We're going through 3 release cycles a year. It's not, it just continues to grow and get better and better. So even in the beginning, maybe we had 12 test scripts that we were really relying on, and learning the tool was relatively easy to do, figuring out how to add the conditionals and the loops and make things work from an Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, it was so, it didn't take very much. And I think about it in terms of, it's similar to like Power Automate or creating a desktop flow, except you don't have to do any of it. It's already done for you.
Because
yeah.
you need to click only.
All you do is just click and record.
Click and
yeah.
record. Amazing.
And I think the feature to edit while you're
Recording
playing,
or playing.
Yes.
It's like okay.
It's great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And because you said about this issue that you had with MFA, how do you think our support, our team has responded to your issues? It's like something.
I think when I raised the issue, maybe it was 2 emails,
Okay.
like a back and forth, and then a quick call.
A quick call.
And then the next day we had it
Everything's
figured
issued.
out, and managed to figure it out on the call.
Okay.
And that is the only time I've ever needed your support.
So basically,
Yeah.
that's a very
great.
good information,
Yeah.
especially for our team from quality assurance team. Amazing.
So I feel like you guys are really responsive.
So Amy, many thanks for visiting us. It was a pleasure, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to meet again in another session or another Dynamics Community Summit.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.